I think one of the big differences between men and women, especially when they are parents, is that men typically will continue to center themselves as opposed to the greater family, whereas women are expected to put everybody above themselves, right? I was talking to this woman and she was telling me about how she's been trying to get back into shape after having kids, and so she's been working out at 5 a.m. She gets up at 4:45, she works out, and she is home before any of the kids are awake. And she's really been trying to work on her health. And her husband recently said, wow, like you've really inspired me. I too want to start working out. I'm going to start working out every day after work at 5:30 to 7, which is the middle of bedtime and dinner. Meaning he will be leaving to work out during the prime caretaking hours of the day, and she will be left alone to do that. And so he has chosen to prioritize himself in a way that totally ignores the needs of the rest of the family. Whereas she prioritized the family above herself and is waking up at an astronomical hour during the day to get a workout in. And this is often the difference between how men and women will parent. And it's because oftentimes men have been taught just in life to prioritize and center themselves in the conversation. When I say things like, I don't do my husband's laundry, oftentimes people will leave comments and they'll say, her husband must hate her. But they are never worried about whether or not I hate or resent him, that I might feel resentful for doing the laundry. They expect him to hate me for asking him to do it, but they're not worried about my happiness. And this is incredibly common. Women are often expected to place everybody else's happiness above their own. And nobody is wondering whether or not they're happy because that's not of concern. It doesn't matter to them. And that, I think, is the problem that is existing in a lot of relationships right now, is that there's this resentment between couples because men are expecting people to prioritize them and their happiness. They prioritize their own happiness and they're not worried about whether or not she is happy or thriving or getting time for herself. And so now that more and more women are saying, no, thank you, I am going to prioritize myself, they're getting mad, they're getting frustrated, they're not sure what's happening. But at the end of the day, I know, as a woman and a wife and a mother, the reason that I prioritize myself is because I don't want to dislike my partner. I don't want to feel resentment. I don't want to hate him. I don't want to look back in 30 years and go, wow, I wasted my life serving somebody who didn't see me. And so instead of that, I have a partner who sees me and I see him and we support one another. It is mutually beneficial. We respect each other. We care about each other. We want each other to be happy and healthy and thriving. And so we make space and time for each other with our family's best interest in mind. And so if you're struggling with this, I think a lot of it comes down to the fact that these are things that are ingrained in how we view ourselves within our relationships and homes. And it takes a lot of work to break out of that. But once you do, I swear, it's so much better.